What are the 3 things that real estate agents wished that you knew about? I'm tackling that in today's video. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin Martin and I am a local Nashville real estate agent, and I specialize in helping savvy sellers who want to sell right and sell smart, as well as helping out-of-staters relocate to the Middle Tennessee area. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, thank you so much. Please feel free to click subscribe down below so that you are notified anytime I release new video content. So in today's video, I am tackling 3 things that real estate agents wish that people knew. So I'm gonna preface this before I dive in that I am putting this out there just as like helpful tools and information for everybody. I know that the real estate market, especially in the Middle Tennessee area, is absolutely bananas. And so these 3 things are gonna be things that to help guide you and also help us do our jobs to the best of our ability. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay, so number 1 is gonna be the sooner you reach out, the better. And this is gonna be for both buyers and sellers. So if you are looking to move to the Middle Tennessee area, if you're looking at buying, the sooner you reach out to me or a real estate agent of your choosing, the better off you're going to be. Our market is still absolutely wild, and we are seeing people from places like California up and down the West Coast, really, New York, Chicago. We are seeing people continue to flood our state, which yes, is great for our real estate market. However, if you are planning a trip to come out here, the sooner you reach out to either me or again, another agent of your choosing, the better it'll be. So they are able to properly prepare for your trip to make sure that you make the most efficient use of your time while you're here, while you're trying to decide if this is the place where you ultimately want to move. Now, on the selling side of things, if you are thinking about selling, again, the sooner you reach out, the better. Because yes, houses are flying off the market right now. However, no matter what, the more lead time you give an agent, the better, so that they can properly prepare for your marketing to make sure that, again, you get the best exposure and they are able to put a plan in place step by step and execute to the very best of their abilities. Now, there are times when, of course, you can expedite the process to get to the market faster if you are thinking about selling. But again, if you are looking to sell right and sell smart, like I say, and make sure that your home shows to the best of its ability and ultimately drives the most attention and attraction and bringing in buyers and offers, the more lead time, the more you're able to set up the prep work up front to make sure it's done properly. So ultimately that leads you to selling success. Number 2 is gonna be that we actually don't work 24/7. So yes, our market is wild, and in order to serve our clients well, we are working extended hours, especially those of us who are busy. However, I feel like there's this weird concept out there that real estate agents are expected to be on 24/7, like almost no hours of the day are off limits. However, in order to best serve you, we are having to put some boundaries around certain hours, but it's very similar to, if you're working with a doctor or a lawyer or whatever it may be, any other profession, they have set hours. Now, yes, real estate will operate outside of those normal hours from time to time, whether it's waiting for an offer response or you're getting offers in on your property. However, just when you're reaching out to whether it's me or another agent, be sure to ask, what are our normal business hours? And so if you do happen to reach out outside of those hours, then just know, okay, well, when is the next time that I would hear from you? Like if people are reaching out to me, if it's after my after hours period, I'm always reaching back out the very next day. But just know we are all trying to do the very best we can. What we're seeing in our market right now is completely unlike what most agents in Nashville, I mean, most of us have never seen things like this. Even agents that have been in the business like 30 plus years, our market conditions right now are, I hate to say the word, I really do. I feel like it's overused after the last like year and a half, but unprecedented. And so with that, we are working extended hours. However, in order to best serve you, we are needing to take some downtime from here to there to recharge the batteries to, again, best serve you to the best of our abilities. So it's always good to upfront just ask, hey, what are your business hours? Okay, well, if it's outside of that, when can I expect to hear back from you next? And just make sure that that fits with what you're looking for, because again, agents can't be on 24/7 because otherwise we can't serve you to the best of our ability if our tanks are always running on empty. And when I say this, please know, I'm not saying it to be mean in any form or fashion. I just know between myself and other agents that I've talked with, there are times that, we're getting calls crazy late at night or text messages all throughout the hours. And I do realize, especially if you're on the West Coast, there is a 2-hour time difference between the West Coast and the Nashville Central Time. However, just, again, just something to be aware of. It is what it is, but I will say, this is a rule of thumb here in the South. I don't know if this is like this in other parts of the country, but in the South, you do not call after 9 p.m. It's really 8 p.m., but it can go to 9 p.m. You don't call after 9 p.m. unless it's a life or death emergency, because otherwise the person receiving that phone call is going to most likely think that the worst has happened. So I've not really had an issue with that, but I just feel like you never know if rules are different in other parts of the country. So just know in the South that is a rule. So just putting it out there. And number 3 is pick an agent whose advice you really do trust and that you're willing to act on their advice. So if you are looking at buying in the Nashville market, it is a tough market. We are continuing to deal with high supply and low demand. And so depending on what your financial situation looks like, there are different strategies, tips, tricks, things to do that will strengthen your offer. But you have to be open and willing to act on your agent's advice. I know from my own experience and experience of other agents that I have spoken with and that I'm friends with, we really value when clients trust us to help guide them through the process. If you are speaking with an agent and you don't really trust what they're saying, then that's probably not the agent for you. Now, again, here's my thing. I am very competitive. I like to win. I hate losing. And so it's always going to be my goal to analyze where my buyers are at, what their financial strengths are, what their strengths can be coming into an offer that still offers them protection without laying them bare, because I have come across certain agents that have told me that they are just seeing buyers essentially lay themselves completely vulnerable in the process. And that is never my goal, to leave you completely vulnerable and without protection going through the buying process. So all of that to say is that I truly take pride in doing my very best by people. And so I'm going to do my best to help get you from the bottom or middle of the pile to the top of the pile when it comes to a winning offer. And so, but the best way for me to do that is for me to give you advice on what I've seen, what I know, how I know to win, and then see, again, match strategies that I have with your strengths and capabilities, and then marry all of that together to, again, make it the strongest offer possible to give you the best chance possible of getting that home. Where it becomes difficult is if there's constant resistance or tension there. And so again, it is never my intention, and most of the agents here in Nashville, it's never their intention to lead you astray or to lead you in the wrong direction throughout the process. So it's really, really important that you seek out an agent that you trust what they say, you like the way they work, you've heard their strategies, you've vetted them, and that you are comfortable with what they may ask you to do depending on the situation and what it looks like when you're getting ready to offer on a certain home. Because again, I can give you strategies all day long, But if you don't want to take them, then that can already put us in a defeated position. And again, I like to win. So I always, again, want to put my buyers in the best position possible that still offers them protection while also making them strong and competitive in this market. That's always the goal, because again, I really hate losing. So, but I only want to do these things if it's the right house for you. I always like to win for my clients. I hate having to be the one to deliver the disappointing news. And so again, it's really important when you are going through the process that you do ultimately end up selecting an agent that you trust their advice and you are willing to do what they are asking of you to ultimately put you in the best position possible to win out in this market. So those are the 3 things that I know that myself and other agents in the area wish that people knew. And so again, please don't take this as coming from like a mean-spirited place or trying to hate on anybody. That is not the case at all. I just feel like sometimes if people don't know what they don't know. And so something like this can help people maybe realize something that they don't know and help them better prepare for the process. So if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact information is below. And if you're looking to move to the Nashville area or the Franklin area, you can grab both my Nashville relocation guide and my Franklin relocation guide down below. Please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. I'm Caitlin Martin. I'll see you next time.